everybody. This is Chuck Bailey, and I'm joined today by Hooligans Doug and Alex.
What up? Hi there.
Yeah, well, it was raining just like a few minutes ago. I don't know if it's still raining out there, but
Oh, it's been on and off all day. Like it'd go from like trickling to like just hardcore rain.
yeah, nice rainy day today.
Yeah, no, it really has been a nice day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good weekend.
Yeah.
good to have getting some lumbar support there.
Yeah.
That might be part of getting older too. Is now I realize like.
You gotta sit up more straight and everything.
If I'm not sitting like the right way, my tailbone will complain eventually.
It's awful.
Also, if you do ever want to, man, I got those there too. So
I appreciate you there, buddy.
Sniff them first, though. Yeah.
You never sniff pillows on chairs.
The deer one I know is okay. I'm not sure about the Halloween one.
Oh, okay. That one's the one that's haunted by farts?
Well, no, that's the one I got from a yard sale, and I've yet to throw it in the wash.
Oh, so that's other people's farts.
Yep.
Gotcha. Not going to smell that one.
Might be somebody's like brown pillow for all I know. You know your brown pillow when you go around the house nude and you bring a pillow with, so that way whenever you sit down you just put it down so you don't leave a brown spot. And so it's just on a pillow.
That's why you wash your ass.
Exactly. Everybody, this is a good moment to remind you to wash your asses.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for you.
Clean butts and clean weens.
Yep.
Hygiene.
Clean gooches, you know.
And
Gooches.
yep.
Get in
That
there.
place in
Get
between.
it all.
Yeah.
Get it all.
That little highway in between you got to get.
As they call it on Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. Yo, he pussy. Oh, what a fucking shame about Rob Schneider being such a fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I was thinking about how much I love that movie, and I'm like, I hate Rob Schneider. now.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I love Rob Schneider so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is another Michael Jackson moment. The art versus the artist.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I can do that. Just separate the art from the artist.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No, I don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. I mean, unless you're gonna go full Kanye, where
Yeah, but then again, I was never a Kanye fan.
Your art is like straight up, or the artist is just way too,
Like, I liked some of his cringe work, but at the same time, like, now he's just, like, gone off the fucking rails, and I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Well, when he's
What?
making
Has
catchy...
he been this insane the entire time, and I just have not seen it? Like...
Well, he's always said dumb shit, but, like...
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
but like your post the other day on Facebook, if he starts like changing like the aesthetics of fucking hip hop and rap and shit,
Oh, yeah.
with like Nazi fucking
Iconography,
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my
Dude, well,
God.
basically, if hip-hop started taking Nordic symbols, just like bikers started taking Nordic symbols, that might be kind of cool, first of all, because Nordic symbols do look cool.
They
No,
do.
those are cool.
But do it for a cool reason, at least, or at least... I mean, if hip-hop whitewashes the Nazism out of, basically the white supremacy out of those icons, that would also be funny. But
Yep.
Right.
Kanye clearly didn't want to do that, so...
Kanye is very, very clear on his motivations.
Yeah. The music he's made in the, like the song Heil Hitler, for example, is so funny how, like... catchy
I didn't know it was
is.
literally that blatant.
Dude, oh yeah, the chorus is so funny because it's like actually kind of catchy.
No, that's the
what I
worst
fucking.
thing
That's
about
what I
it,
laugh
man.
about. Is like people will hear it and then like there was a clip of this guy. Well, he's a streamer named Aiden Ross, and he's a Jewish dude that like kind of like has a little bit of crossover with the hip hop community, and like. He hangs out with like Drake because they both are sponsored by this company called Steak or whatever or something like that. And like he has this guy with him. When that song came out, one of the buddies he's hanging out with was like, he's like, what you humming there, dude? He's like, nothing, man, nothing. Because like it goes, it's literally, you know what makes it worse though. I wonder if I should even like pull out, try to find a clip of it.
Oh God.
We'd have to censor it at this point. I mean,
I
honestly,
was about to say.
I think we should even just censor the title of the song at this point because I'm just like, God, that's just even like it's not even like topical.
It doesn't feel.
You know? It's
It
just
doesn't
disgusting.
feel good to put this in my fucking search bar either.
No, that's just it. Like I'm.
Well, I mean, just the confidence that he has.
Oh my God,
to do that. I get that he's like mentally ill, but
they have a fucking fucking AVEs like the lyric videos now for him.
oh
Damn.
no. See, like just the confidence to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like no one, I know no one listens to this show, at least
Well,
right now.
I mean, there's a certain
But at the same
billionaire
time,
that just
it's
stood
like
up
I'm
on
not gonna. I come up with wacky names for the episodes. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, this next episode on Hanging with the Hooligans, Heil Hitler. Like, no, fuck that.
Like, you're hearing this and you're like, I have no clue where this is going, you know? He complains that he can't... He's singing about how he can't get his kids.
I don't know how much we can actually
What the
play,
Yeah, hold on.
but okay, that's good. We're
Hold
done.
on. You gotta wait till the chorus comes in. There's a...
No, it
If
gets worse.
Look at these men.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of black men standing there.
but
which-
we might get hit with a copyright, so let's chill.
Well, we're talking over. We shouldn't be able to.
Right.
We're transforming the. Oh wait, no, there is a commentary thing for music. We should be protected.
Yeah.
You're just, I just gotta get to the part where they're.
And
also,
I mean, ain't
let me just get to
Well,
the part
the
where.
fact that that's copyrighted, like,
See, he has a chorus, like a choir, and they're all filmed. These are black men on camera. Their faces on camera. And I had a coworker, a black coworker. I said, "How much do they gotta pay you for you to do that?" And he said, "Enough to where I never have to show my face in public again."
Oh yeah,
that
dude.
yay money.
Yeah.
Pretty much yay money.
And the thing is, it's like, what's even crazier? Kanye's paying those guys to go to places in public, and they're singing the chorus. Like they've been caught in L.A. singing the chorus, and people are just kind of like filming them and stuff.
My God.
Yeah, they're yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, I get that everyone has a price, but that one's real fucking.
I'm very just confused about the whole thing. Like, I want to know, like, it'd be awesome to interview one of those guys. Like, what is your thought process behind doing this? You just doing it for the money? Are you a huge Kanye fan? Do you actually believe in the movement? Is there like a, Clayton Bigsby movement? Uncle Ruckus movement?
Gee.
Who
Like,
was the Chappelle character?
Clayton Bigsby.
That was Clayton
Yeah.
Bigsby.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Because it's like, yeah, if you're a black white supremacist, if there's a movement for that, that's
First
interesting.
off,
to
black
see that.
white supremacist is
Okay,
very.
real
Yeah.
quick. Didn't he also release a different one earlier that was like entirely like just white supremacist coded?
That's called Heil Hitler.
Well, that
Well,
one.
I mean, other than that one, I think he had one before that was also in the news, and what sucked was that like it was on, it hit like a Spotify hit list to like, it came on my phone one time, and I was like, the fuck is this song, man? Like,
Yeah. That's gonna be on the mic.
I just. Here's. Like I said, just how much money is that to do something like that? Because like in our group chat the other day, there was a video that I put on there of this girl asking how much it would take for a straight guy to take back shots for $100,000. That one is not as crazy as fucking singing Heil Hitler. Not only just in a fucking music video, but apparently in fucking public.
Yes.
jeez.
Like, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, sign me up for the back shots for sure. But Jesus Christ, that
Yeah.
like that's $100,000 to take a fucking dick in the ass. That's a lot of fucking money. That's life changing money.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's
Heil
funny.
Hit, like
I
your
guess-
face, dude, is out
Yeah.
there.
I guess in this, maybe they're like, well, Trump's president right now. We really have nothing to lose here.
I mean, legit. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, it's like all the Republicans that were trying to like save face and be like, this isn't the Republican Party according to like MAGA and shit like that. And then they got labeled like rhinos and shit, right?
Yeah.
And we're like just hated by all the maggots and all that stuff. And like they come on, man.
Here, can I make an example?
Go.
Conservatives are worried about video games making kids violent, but Ye's out here like Heil Hitler.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then okay. I remember what I was saying. All those rhinos freaking forgot, like the last time Trump was in office, that like they forgot that like, oh yeah, that's right. All the white supremacists came out of their fucking hiding holes. They decided to come out of the basements of the suburbs and start marching again. Like,
Yeah.
holy fucking shit, dude. Like, there's not even a Nazi regime out there, There's not like, there's not like a Germany 2.0 or anything like that.
Hey, and
I'm sorry, man. Like, I hate to hold up a mirror and go, like, tisk, 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 man.
And if you're out there doing that shit, hey, you don't get to complain when you catch those hands, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like,
Hey,
no, I don't want to hear any bitching.
Yeah, if you want to pretend to be a Nazi,
And take your masks off, you
and
bitches.
you want to play that game. Don't come crying when people have masks and they're playing anti-fascist.
Yep. Ugh. Do it like a fucking adult if you're gonna fucking do it. Don't go out there with your fucking masks. If you're gonna sing it loud and proud, motherfucker, go and do it.
Especially these are the same motherfuckers that during a global fucking pandemic, which is, hey, there you go. There's some work for you.
Well, also sing it loud and proud so I know who you are, so I don't have to fucking play guessing games.
Right.
I don't want to be around you if you're doing that.
And here's the most amazing thing is that like Trump gets people to show their true fucking colors. From people that have been like masking the entire time, putting on this like oh yeah equality for all, and then as soon as like Trump hits like 2016, they go fuck you all, like.
Well, they're like, oh, I don't have a problem with them. I just don't get it. And then it's like, now that Trump's in charge, it's like, no, I want you out of here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Holy shit, you summed it up like so damn well. Like that's exactly what the fuck it is, man. Ugh, why are conservatives and Republicans so fucking cringe?
Heard a lot of that under Obama. I'll admit, I remember that.
This is what happens when you praise fucking billionaires.
Yeah, no, and yeah, no, under
that.
Obama too.
Huh?
No, everybody came the fuck out again, dude. It was terrible. He is my president. Like that was everybody's thing. He's like, oh, he is my president,
Yeah.
Or I didn't vote for him or some bullshit.
Well,
like
there's
that.
well, it's like during that era though. If there was something that was like, this is before they started. This is woke still meant like being aware of like the conspiracies going around, and not literally just meaning, hey, I recognize racism. That's when like police brutality was a fucking conspiracy theory. But like, yeah, people would be like, I don't mind gay people. I just don't get why they want to get married. Like kind of stuff like that.
Or why they have to have a whole month to celebrate it. Or why they have to parade it. And it's like, motherfucker, it's because you have...
Yeah, now that shit's
Where
out and
was
about
your
now.
Stonewall? Huh, bud?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that their shit's out and about, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're coming after gay marriage next. Now that we got,
Seriously,
Roe v. Wade.
man.
Just a bunch of closeted motherfuckers.
Legit, and that's what it is. There's data to back it up. Legit, and here's the thing: I don't know if Grindr for sure has released a statement stating it or anything like that. I don't know. I don't have a Twitter anymore, you know? Like, honestly, if you have a Twitter, that's like one of the most useful tools because you can keep track of these motherfuckers and what they're saying. But Grindr, to my knowledge, still has an X account or a Twitter account, because fuck X. Has a Twitter account still, and they, to my knowledge, they posted, like, basically their servers get a very big uptake anytime the RNC's in town in, like, Detroit and shit like that.
Yeah,
dude.
when the GOP comes around, servers crash.
Yep. And it's like, dude, there's already been acceptance of, people being homosexual.
Dude,
like just come out the fucking closet, dude. And if you got a wife and a beard, by God, that sucks. That really sucks. But
for a second, it felt like, it was like, okay, you're gay, whatever, I don't care.
Legit.
And then
it
all
really
of a
is.
sudden, it's like we've gone back 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
Like it makes no sense how we took that much of a fucking backstep so quick. You know what I mean? Like, I remember motherfuckers getting beaten up just for fucking people suspecting you were gay.
Just suspicion.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like, it's happening again today, except it's they're attacking women literally. They're attacking women that go into women's restrooms, accusing them of being men. Because people are transphobic, they're homophobic, and they're not willing to come to terms with that shit.
And let's talk about that too. You're going into a woman's restroom and accusing somebody.
Men.
Okay, but now you're doing the thing that you were accusing the trans people of doing. You fucking hypocrite.
Also, bathrooms are a huge place just where men go attack women or go assault women in general.
Yeah.
So.
Well, fuck, dude. I was just at work the other day. I was going to the bathroom, sitting in my stall and doing my thing, and then someone walks in, and you start hearing that sound. It's like, okay, that's not shit, and that's okay. That's a trans person. You're like, all right, whatever. It didn't change anything. I didn't get weirded out. It was just okay. I guess I listened to that person piss. You know what I mean? Like.
So what you're saying is
I wasn't like, oh my God, they're in here with me.
Oh yeah. That's just it. Like
I had 1 second. I was like, that's not a sound I'm used to.
The real issue is that it's old people listening to folk tales and thinking that they're real.
Yeah.
Because these are the people that are in there, creating laws and shit like that. These are the people that are handing down the reins to their grandkids that are just as fucking transphobic and homophobic as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you seen like other like House of Representatives in other countries like Tennessee and shit, dude? Like these are motherfuckers that look like us and are our age, and they're saying the same shit that old motherfuckers have been saying for years.
Yeah, well,
like when's
Daily
it
Wire
gonna
has
die?
been doing its work for like 10, close to 10 years now, despite being a big financial failure. But
Right. And by the way, I only identified the person by their shoes. It's like, oh, those are unique shoes. I know who that is. I'm like, okay, but. It's like, who gives a shit?
Yep.
Stay out of the bathroom. You're the problem.
Stop thinking about what's in other people's pants all the time. Jeez Louise, you perverts.
You're the one that's running into the restroom being the weirdo. Then that's you. You're the problem.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Half of these people just need to look into a mirror and ask themselves, am I the problem?
Mm-hmm.
But of course, about a third of them are narcissists, so at the same time, be like, nah, motherfucker, you're doing just fine being a bigoted asshole.
And by the way, if I was taking a shit and just a straight up woman walks in there and has to use the stall, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You gotta go.
well,
Yeah.
she will.
Huh?
She will. Because you gotta smell that man shit.
Yeah, she'll care more
honestly,
than me, but
that would probably be the. Yeah.
But at the same time,
The
gotta
only
go,
reason
you
I
gotta
don't
fucking
want
go.
women in men's restrooms is so that way they don't have to smell the steak.
I don't want them to.
I don't want them to see my little pee-pee.
I don't want them to hear my brass ensemble ass.
I don't want to hear the distance my urine has to fucking go from from my dick to the fucking urinal and be like, oh, it's a little penis.
They don't need to witness the distance contest people play at the urinals.
Yep. God.
Oh, the fun you can have in bathrooms.
Yep.
But instead, we want to be assholes and think about what's in other people's pants and then accuse people of not being women when they are, in fact, women. Like...
Well,
like,
I mean, even if you can have those thoughts and still be whatever, man. Just as long, I mean, if they're not bothering you, why does it matter?
Ain't your business.
Like at the end of the day, it's like you're bothered by someone's presence.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's you, not them.
And it's terrible. Yeah, that's on you, man.
God, it feels weird having this conversation. Like you think, I mean. 10 years ago, you'd think we were on the up and up. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, having witnessed, like I said, seeing people just based on the suspicion getting beat up or bullied or whatever, like it seemed like we were taking steps forward.
Yep.
And so easily, just in a short amount of time, we've gone like 20 years back.
I just remember just 2025. It was like, actually, 10 years ago was kind of when the woke wave started.
Did you say 2025?
Fuck, I remember in middle school shit started changing too, though. Because everyone was like, I'm bi.
Yeah.
Well, so when I was in high school, I think they just started like the LGBT club. Yeah. And it was like kind of just like an outreach, and then they added A in it at one point because they were like, oh yeah, because we want to be inclusive and bring people that, really don't mind people who are lesbian, gay, or trans,
Yeah.
And then I went to college, and then that's when like California had their like Proposition 8, which was like it was the double negative law. Basically, it was like if you voted yes on this, gay marriage would be illegalized. If you voted no on this, gay marriage would be kept legal. Oh. You know what I mean? Like it was, and that's how it was phrased. It was like a no on this means a like no on gay marriage or something like that. You know what I mean? Like It was like the double negative. I am not doing it justice because I remember like at that time just reading the propaganda, basically reading how their slogans were running and stuff, where it was like, yes, I'm Prop 8 sort of shit. And I was just like, this doesn't make any sense. And they used the same fucking angle of the family. Think about the kids,
Well, if you want to talk about the kids, man, like, all right, so you have a problem with having a trans kid. All right, that's a problem in your eyes. And then you look at it from another angle, where it's like, okay, but you're actively voting to shut down school programs and all this other shit. So you don't care about your kids.
Yeah!
Just say you don't care about your kids.
Seriously. And it's... Yeah. No, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's people just being super selfish and being like, you know what, I don't have kids, and, I don't give a fuck, or my kids are grown up, and they're not having kids or something like, like, it's the selfishness that's in this country.
And I mean, was that a good example? Like, if I...
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm not crazy.
Well, and then they're trying to take the funding away from the public schools so that way they could give it to vouchers. That way people could put their kids in private school, so that they could basically indoctrinate them in Christian, or whatever the religion is of the school,
Yep.
Or just indoctrinate them the same the way they do in public schools.
Yeah, well, except make a buck off it from like some asshole with a conservative viewpoint.
Yeah, the curriculum will just be a little worse.
Basically, they're going to be like, and then civil rights ended racism, so we're not racist anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Like,
I mean, public school already kind of does that though.
Well, that's the worst fucking part, man. It's like. Like, I'm glad I had the history teacher I did, because she was a very big fucking feminist, dude. So, like, and when the civil rights came around, and when I'm at a loss for words. Suffrage, the suffrage movement was around and stuff. man, like fucking 90 degrees knowing about everything during those times, man. And nah, and that was in my senior year, I believe. Like that was when I learned that shit, dude. Like, um, and then you go to I went to college and stuff, and that was a eye opener right there, because it wasn't, you were treated as an adult there to learn. It was totally different from being in a classroom with assholes that didn't want to learn or just there to disrupt. Or because basically also the thing I noticed going from high school to college was that, high school and below is just basically a daycare system. Like we just been basically funding a daycare system, and we had good intentions at one point, but then we just were like, you know what, we just need to send our kids away for 8 hours so that way we could go do our job.
Yep. Yep. Prepare us for factory work while getting rid of the factories and outsourcing that shit.
Yeah, well, there is a lot of, gosh, I forget his name. Is someone kind of around Nietzsche or something like that. I think another German philosopher type who talked about the idea of like institutionalization, and like how the Western education system is basically like pretty much a way that we can brainwash, basically program kids, and that's exactly what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
I'm glad to be a bad student.
then they say,
Right?
say, if you want to actually be educated, now you have to, do this paywall. If not, go ahead and be a loser and just, work, whatever, like, which is funny because, college is still a scam. Yep. Despite, everyone, because, like, there's higher learning and stuff involved, but there's also more programming involved. There's still the scam of like, the financial scams of everything. You know, getting you to pretty much indentured servitude to the system at that point.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's more of the financial part and the servitude part, but I'm not sure about the brainwashing part, because they do have like general courses, like they have like for me, when I went to college, I did great on the SATs for math, but I fucking sucked at the writing part. So
how about you ask anyone who goes to an econ class?
Yeah. Well,
if there's any programming.
Oh, well, yeah, no.
Anyone who goes into the finance section.
If we're talking economics and doing like economics 101, it definitely is very much capitalism is the key.
Well, it's also anyone that takes, anyone that starts taking Fem Lit and stuff, though, they're shown that whole agenda, and they start believing in that. Like,
well, you want to know what I think is really fucking funny? You guys know who Bert Kreischer is. Funny ass comedian.
Yeah.
Well, I got to listen to him basically in real time discover how much his kids' education is costing in college. And him get pissed off. This dude has a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say he's like, he has Donald Trump money or anything close to that, but he's got money. Mm-hmm. And this dude's like getting fucking pissed off. He's like, how the fuck are kids going to college? And it's like, how does anyone even get to do that? It's like, well, it's because they're not really getting to anymore. Yep. And the ones that do aren't really benefiting a ton either.
Yeah, that's the issue is it has become just a giant scam where it's basically people with money find the students that actually want to learn something and go into a field, and then the entry-level job of that field doesn't pay enough to even start.
Well, you punish them for wanting for having dreams, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it doesn't even exist.
Right? Or it doesn't even exist. Basically, you you basically are teaching teachers to go teach. Yeah. Half the time in college, like, well, and
I remember when Chuck and I worked at like Walmart. This is when we were like freshly like maybe 18 or 19, I want to say, something like that. And I didn't really work with the guy, but Chuck did, and this guy was like an X-ray technician or something.
Oh,
he was working at fucking Walmart.
Yeah, he was Indian. I think he was a cardiologist or something. But Yeah, but they also worked with an English professor
Yeah.
who, she didn't get the job she was supposed to, so she's at Walmart.
Yep.
Like, you know, those are two. Then there's a guy who was an electrician, couldn't get the job he fucking went through trade school for, so he's at Walmart.
Yeah. This was 11 years ago, and it's only gotten worse.
Yep.
So,
And here's the worst part is that in the prior 4 years, Biden did try to do an initiative to basically kind of bring those sorts of jobs back. Basically, bring those blue collar jobs back, the ones that are electricians, cable, basically cable management, infrastructure.
Yep.
And to my knowledge, they did get that project going, but it could only get so far as
no, it got crippled
Virginia.
big time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, they got part of Virginia done as far as basically doing kind of like a universal 5G network.
If we were going to call that anything, that'd be the equivalent of Trump's big, beautiful bill, but it was actually,
I prefer Diaper Donnie.
it was
personally.
actually supposed to do something. Yeah, Diaper Donnie.
Yep.
Yeah. It's funny because I haven't looked into the big, beautiful bill thing, but, it's apparently just more debt, more,
Oh, don't worry.
budget cuts.
As time goes on, more Republicans will come out going, "Oh, I didn't know this or that was in the bill."
Well, it's funny because that's happening in like real time.
Yes.
Well, yeah, a lot of people,
Especially in Minnesota.
We've had
Like the fucking edibles being passed. Like you didn't fucking read it. You didn't fucking read it, and you voted on it.
what do you mean edibles being passed?
Like when Delta 9 THC was approved by the state of Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't read the fucking bill, and then they found out later.
what was in it.
And then they were fucking pissed off.
Yep.
It's like, well, if you fucking read a little bit.
Seriously. And the worst part is that these people get paid. They basically get a budget to pay other people to do the reading for them.
And conservatives, you voted for those people. They represent you.
Yep.
Guess what? They're not fucking reading.
Yeah. Also, they don't represent you. You guys were fucking lied to.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, that's
not
what I
even-
mean.
not
Is
even
they were
close.
voted in to
Yeah.
represent
Yeah,
you.
you guys
but-
voted for people that lie to you all the time. Dumbass. Fuck you.
The only way they represent you is that they represent you and that they're going to sell you off to the next biggest thing that's going to give them a bigger price tag.
Yeah. Well, shit. I mean, it was pathetic once we did legalize marijuana in this state. And I'm sorry, marijuana just sounds weird. It's cannabis now. We covered that. But
Marijuana.
but
We still
I
haven't even
remember
got to-
I remember watching them live. And when they're doing the final votes, the Republicans were doing everything they fucking could to try to stall. And it's like, yeah, no, you guys are clearly outvoted. Clearly. And they're like, oh no, we're just gonna keep throwing a fit and hope that we gotta make this go another day.
You mean much like at the beginning of this year when those motherfuckers were trying to hold a session when they didn't have a quorum?
And guess what's happening? We're starting to see a little money rise in the fucking, at least in the reservations, you know?
Hold on. What do you mean quorum?
So, in order for the Minnesota legislature to do business, they have to have a quorum, which is basically a majority of the people present. So, with this last election, it being so close, where it's basically, I think it's it was like 49 and 49, and I think there was one contested seat. But that contested seat wasn't solved yet. So what they did was they, when the time came around for session to start, all the Republicans went in, but none of the Democrats showed up because they knew that they were going to try and start pushing bills and shit that was going to basically say, oh yeah, this person that ran in this district, he can't, take the seat because he didn't win a super majority, bullshit like that. I don't even know what they were planning on doing because I didn't pay attention when they were actually trying to pass stupid stuff and they couldn't because they didn't have a quorum. Legit, that's what they did.
Well, they didn't know what to do either because they didn't read what the plan was.
Apparently they don't read their own rules, But so basically what they did was they waste taxpayer dollars because they had to pay the clerks, they had to pay for the building to be open, the electricity to be on, for basically Republicans to play a kangaroo court.
Yep.
Pass laws that didn't pass because it wasn't, there wasn't the vote for it. It could have been unanimous among those present,
Yeah.
but there was no quorum. There wasn't a majority of representatives in Minnesota to talk and debate this.
Yeah.
So
That's what happens, and then they start relying on executive
then-
orders.
And is that how that special election happened after?
I think the special election got so the Republicans even fought that like eight ways to Sunday, man. Like they fought it, they challenged it in court. Court found found in favor of the Democrat to go into the seat because he won the majority of the votes. Basically, they were just doing recount. Oh, send it to the judge to have them counted. The judge agreed. Yes, he got the majority. And I think they even sent it to the Supreme Court of Minnesota and basically said, the Supreme Court said, hey, he won the election. Fucking get over it. Nope. They're still bitching about it today.
Just because they want that domination.
Well, and that's just it. Like, there's to my knowledge, there's a power share agreement between the Democrats and Republicans in the Minnesota House right now. And it's kind of leaning in favor of the Republicans. And they're still bitching about how, oh, no, this, we're supposed to, there was a mandate because, everybody voted for Trump. And so whatever Trump says goes. And I think they even tried to push a legit
including
Trump
the stock market
derangement syndrome bill.
I think they did.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere, but they legit went to a committee. The committee was like, you know what? This sounds like it's a good bill to pass in Minnesota, and sent it up. Disgusting, Republicans. Why are you so fucking cringe?
Fucking do better.
What a period of human history this will be.
Yeah.
To see.
Very, very awkward.
Where the party of law and
history.
order ends up breaking the law and creating disorder. Because that's what they
creating
run on.
their own order anyway, or trying to.
Yeah.
It's, like to be a really
The
big
order of white nationalists.
to really be a big fucking nerd right now. Basically, MAGA is just MAGA is the cultist within the Imperium right now. Like they're coming into they're coming in fucking willing to destroy fucking anything and everything to make sure that honestly, at this point in time, to make sure America falls. Because that's what the Republicans are fucking doing right now, is they're just doing everything to make sure that everybody's at each other's fucking throats. And I guarantee you, like, half the ICE agents that are doing all this bullshit right now, just a fraction of that 1,500 that was released from jail.
Yep.
Legit. Like, they were sent home, and Trump was like, you know what? I guarantee that's what's fucking happening, man. And those fuckers get bonuses. They get bonuses equivalent to if I remember, $35,000. Mm-hmm. That's a bonus.
And we're shutting down fucking education programs that actually would help.
They're giving the wages.
Lots of programs, not even just education. That's...
What education department? There is no education department. Don't you know they froze it, and then they unfroze it, and now they have such an incompetent fucking leader, just like last time Trump was in office.
Sorry, buddy, I don't read good.
Like this is a rinse and repeat of 2016, where he comes into office and he fires fucking everybody and he puts his little fucking cronies in charge. Did you know that the same crony for the post office, the motherfucker that tried to basically disrupt the entire post office system mid fucking election year, when ballots have already gone out and they're being sent out, that motherfucker was like, we're going to have to get rid of the sorting machines within our facilities. And they did. They got rid of the sorting machine, so now everybody has to sort it by hand now, I guess. Yeah. And that motherfucker went, I think, 3 years into the Biden administration. How that motherfucker wasn't fired the day Biden got into office, I don't understand, because he contributed more to delegitimizing America's standing in itself.
Well, that's because Dems suck at their jobs too.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
'cause-
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let them off the fucking hook
All
either.
they did was capitulate to the fucking last administration for some reason.
They're doing what happened in World War fucking II. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna give them a little more, and they're gonna be all right. They're just gonna leave us the fucking alone, and now we have fucking fascism.
Yeah, they
Yep.
built the infrastructure to like this administration being able to like do what they're doing now.
Fucking cringe, Democrats.
Well, that's why. I mean, that's why Democrat isn't good enough. You need them to be progressive. You need them to be.
None of that status quo bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
Or legit good at their fucking jobs. Like,
Then again, status quo might be a little more progressive than it was a few years ago.
serious? No, legit. Like that's. Bring back the Patriot Act. Now we got fucking Palantir being tapped in to go, hey, create a database, bro. Of what? Of everybody.
What are you talking about? The real ID? Like.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, the real ID was already, like, you know, en route to that and stuff, but, man, fucking Trump just went, like, hog wild, went like, hey, Palantir, you know what? Fuck your real ID shit.
Well, it's going now.
You know, I really hope that this Elon and Trump breakup, like, just destroys fucking Elon and
The
and
memes are fucking gold.
then I hope like Elon just finds some way to fucking ruin Trump. You know what I mean? I don't know how.
Sounds like they're doing a pretty
don't
good
know
job at
how.
helping each other do that.
Yeah.
No, Elon's getting bodied.
Well, that's just it. Like he's basically fighting the most powerful person in America. He could have
That he helped create.
yes, the golem he fucking created,
Well, no, basically,
or the golem that he let come into power. You know what I mean?
yeah, Elon never really had much power other than like the truth is, Elon was nothing but performative fucking, jacking off about budget cuts, blah blah blah. Doge has always been a useless thing. What's the GE in Doge?
Government efficiency.
There we go. It is the complete opposite of that. Like it's, the most
Government
reckless
inefficiency.
spending.
Yep.
It's the most reckless spending that they ever did, just for them to cut a bunch of budgets and be like, "We found all this fraud. Oh, never mind, we're wrong. Anyways, we're not bringing the budgets back for the stuff we cut, though."
Yeah.
Anyways. And
Doge is Doji now.
then we knew Elon was out once he fucking failed to buy that election in Wisconsin.
Yep.
And then so now he's bitter because he was forced out.
Because he's a loser. He's a loser.
Yeah, and just another, Elon Musk falling short of his goals thing, which he does all the time. That's why we're not, we don't have anything in Mars yet, and, or rather, we don't have any people on Mars.
We don't have
yet.
that underground rail system we were supposed to have. Trains.
Yep.
No, the high-speed rail system.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, yeah. The underground thing is just some dumb tunnel in fucking Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, I thought that was supposed to be a prototype to, like, a rail of some sort, but I guess not. I guess it's just a way for him to sell his Teslas.
That's where he hides his shame.
Yep.
Just in the tunnels.
Yeah. Let's
Guarantee there's like a section of that tunnel that just holds a bunch of like Teslas that aren't sold and
Well,
a
it's
bunch
like
of
a one-way tunnel too, isn't it? Like there's not even a way to
Don't
turn
even
around
know.
if you needed to.
Well,
I try not to keep up with Elon.
I think it's a twin road, so I think you can turn around.
Oh, because when I saw it looks like a single.
Ugh.
Single
If
lane
that's
or
so, that's
something.
even worse. Ugh.
But anyways, so yeah, I mean Elon. A lot of people were. I mean, Alex loved saying that Elon was the president as a joke, but really, this just shows that Elon was always just to put this in WWE terms for Alex, also just Trump's little gremlin.
Yeet.
That's what I call Paul Heyman, by the way. I don't know if you know who that is.
Nope. Unfortunately, my knowledge on wrestling is when it's on.
It's this.
Pretty much.
Get you there.
He's like this bald simp for wrestlers, I guess.
Oh, that's funny.
He's basically done every job in the business but wrestle. He's the one of the greatest people on the mic you'll ever see. Like he's really that good.
Yeah.
He brought the hardcore into wrestling.
But yeah, so Elon Musk is basically just a little homunculus for Trump.
Yeah.
And now that he's failed, Trump doesn't like losers. That's the truth.
Yep.
Like that's why he hated it so much when he lost in 2020 and had to be like, I didn't lose. That was stolen. We didn't find any evidence, but still.
It's stolen.
Yeah, like he basically just, he had to boot out Elon, and now Elon, now that he's bitter, he's a bitter ex, is lashing out at the big beautiful bill. Oh, it's such bad spending. That's true, Elon, but you were probably gonna be fine with it if you weren't kicked out of the fucking White House.
Do you think if Elon got sent to El Salvador, people would take it more seriously?
Maybe, I don't know. No, what I want is for Trump to actually do what he said he's going to do, or he teased he was going to do on Truth Social, and cut off all his government subsidies.
That would be so fun to watch.
Like, there you go, Elon. You're not worth shit now. Make your own money, pussy.
Come on, CEO, make that money.
Yeah. Like, let's see how much of a success Elon Musk is now that the government's not gonna fucking help him anymore. Like that will make me that I'll buy a MAGA hat if he does.
I don't know, man.
I will buy a MAGA hat if he does that.
That's.
I will call him my president one time if he does that. Because it's like, yeah, I hate them both. I hate Elon more. But Elon already did something that made me very happy, which was, basically it's still not that big of a hit because I was like, yes, Elon, we know. Where he was like, Trump's on the Epstein files.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we know.
No, he said that, and I was just like, that what?
Yeah.
You're on the Epstein files. We know this.
Yep.
You guys were friends with the guy. But yeah, it's already known that Trump has flown on the plane multiple times. They're like, that doesn't mean he got off on the island. Oh yeah, where did he fucking fly to then?
Yeah. Oh, what? What? He just likes to fly in fucking airplanes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I thought this was the private jet motherfucker, right? Why is he flying with Epstein?
Right.
Like, no, he
I want to see the buildings with my name on it from another person's plane.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
bullshit.
Like, use your brain, guys. But people want to cope so hard about Trump. But
and he's just a big fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's just your dumb racist uncle.
He's a con man too. He's like,
dude, if we had a cable program, we could probably convince him to do anything we want.
True. He's the uncle in the family that comes in and he just calls you names, and then he somehow gets a hold of your social security number, and next thing you know, you're like broke. Your bank account's like erased for some reason.
Well, no, he's like that. Like, the thing is like, outside of his government power, he literally is like, first of all, I don't even think he's like he's not the evil genius, like, or the evil villain that people paint him out to be. He's more of a fucking idiot, dumb, the useful idiot for everybody.
Definitely
the idiot
the useful
that can
idiot.
talk.
Yeah. And, that's why I say he's like the dumb racist uncle where he's like, those Mexicans, they're real bad, but I love those Latinas. Look at those thick booty cheeks. Like, that's exactly like...
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, because, like, the thing is, when a lot of people say he's racist, I'm like, he's not racist. He's just a fucking, like, he's playing to the audience he has, and does, like, old school racism, where he's like, oh, I love black people, but don't you ever get chicken around them, kind of thing.
Jesus.
Shit.
You better hold on to your purse, like, I don't know, like...
He would.
He's such a weird old...
He has said that.
Yeah, he's such an old school, like, racist type where it's like, yeah, he doesn't hate these people. He's just, like, playing the game. He even has said things before in fucking speeches where it's like he basically just called you guys idiots. One of the famous ones was
I do love the
before-
stupid people.
yeah, I think before running in 2020 or before running recently, the election he won. He was like, 10 years ago you guys didn't even know what a trans person was. Now it's all you guys talk about or something like that. And it's like, oh, hey, he's saying you guys didn't fucking care about this shit 10 years ago. Now suddenly it's so important to you guys.
Yep.
Just like he said before, like, oh, I don't care about, what fucking genitals you have, as long as she's being in the Trump Tower about Caitlyn Jenner. Or whatever.
Yeah, he was
so
okay with her.
That was so fucking weird.
Yeah. Like that's the kind of person he comes off as. So, I mean, other than like.
So then, like, do people like him just because he is an old fucking uncle? Like they think he's Uncle Buck or some shit?
They think he's a fucking G. Like they think he's gangster. They think they think he's God. I mean, also don't forget all the rape stuff too. I did leave that out. I was gonna add that in at the end to be like, nah, I'm not gonna fully humanize Trump because he's.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, would I have had to read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Do I have to read something to find that out? No, thank you.
Yeah.
And he's at the least a fucking peeping Tom. I
Yes.
still think he's a pedophile, but peeping Tom is all I can really actually.
Hey, bud.
Throw
When
in.
you got 34 felonies, people can speculate.
True.
Yeah.
But they aren't.
Ah.
Well, Alex, is there something you want to talk about?
Oh, I mean, this episode has not gone the way I thought it was going to go. But
Honestly, I've been finding it pretty cathartic.
yeah. I mean, I might as well not fight it. Might as well just enjoy what we're doing.
Enjoy us yelling into the mic about stupid bullshit.
Well,
We could talk wrestling. We
I
could
was about
talk
to
all
say,
kinds of
well,
shit.
yeah,
but-
I was about to say, do you not want to get into it in this next 9 or so minutes?
No, I mean, we can. I mean, if we want to touch upon everything that happened yesterday, it'd probably leave us out on a better note.
Let's
but,
fill up the last 9 minutes with the A songs.
Oh god.
Definitely get that copyright strike.
Well, there's the other song
No!
where he talks about.
Let's do our own renditions of his raps.
I'm good.
Yeah!
There actually is another.
The hooligans get canceled.
Another one where you have to hear the.
Oh no!
You gotta hear another chorus of this one.
Oh no!
Here you go.
Is it?
What did he say?
I gave my cousin head.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. I'll just play it from the beginning. Fuck it. So, I've only heard the chorus. I didn't know it's such a weird.
What?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh man. Yeah, you gotta chill, man.
No, see, that's so much better than the Heil Hitler thing, dude. So much better because it's like me and my cousin found some gay magazines, and we're like, yeah, let's reenact what we see in these magazines.
The only issue is it's just not as catchy.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't sound like he wrote any of this down. It sounds like he's just having stream of consciousness.
Seriously.
Wait, that one's not gonna. You're not gonna be singing that one later, Alex?
Fuck no.
You're
Like
gonna
if he just sat down and actually thought and wrote stuff down, he'd probably like create some bomb fucking shit.
Man, I didn't like Kanye 20 years ago.
Jesus Walks was good.
That was never really my thing. But
Yeah.
even then, it was like I didn't care.
For me,
Now it's like I don't care, but also like ew.
There's only
What are
one
you
album
doing, dude?
of Kanye's I liked, which was it's called Yeezus, and that's because it truly is like futuristic music. But
Yeah.
other than that, nope, no clue.
I liked Gold Digger, but like I've kind of grown up. If that makes sense.
I don't think I could name any of his songs aside from the
Well,
one that
what
we
you-
talked about today.
What you really liked was Jamie Foxx singing
She give me money
yeah, what is that, Stevie Wonder or
when
something?
I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling
Because once I found out,
friend
like,
indeed.
that's literally just like them.
Oh, she's a gold digger way over town that digs on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
She give me money. I ain't
whatever.
saying she a gold digger.
Okay, that's gonna get us copyrighted. No. Gosh, it's like she's a kindly friend indeed, like with the original.
Oh,
Stevie
really?
Wonder
I thought
song.
it was trifling friend.
No, the original. Hold on.
Wait, so it is trifling the
Trifling is so
the censored version?
no. Trifling is what Jamie Foxx sings instead.
Oh. Wait. Oh. Huh. Oh. Wait. So did Ye like do like a different rendition of that same part in like the chorus or something?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if this is the right song or not.
That's not it.
I gotta find the name.
Oh, here she goes. Well, oh, she chews you up.
I want to hear the Ye version of that.
Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater.
Yeah, what? Gonna have to look this up a little bit. Alex might have to do some editing.
No, this is we're sticking to this.
Oh, Ray Charles, not Stevie Wonder.
What show you think this is? Alex is gonna do some editing.
Yeah, Ray Charles, not Stevie Wonder. But they're both guys that wear glasses, right? Are they both blind?
Oh.
I can't
They
remember.
They both look blind to me.
Oh, that's fantastic.
the positive version, yeah.
Fuck. Damn, can you send that to me? Because I gotta add that to my like Spotify.
I got a woman way over town. It's got the nice like. That's a perfect Fallout kind of song.
Okay, Alex. If anything, edit this in. Gold Digger was the biggest piece of trash ever, and just put that over where I said like Gold Digger was my favorite song when I was younger.
What show do you think this is?
Do some editing. Fucker.
That's just hard, man.
I don't want to be splicing that.
Oh,
shit.
come on! I even put spaces in between. We even had silence.
He just puts in gold digger in the open space. I got him. I didn't know I was gonna get him there.
So Worlds Collide was cool.
I was about to say, should we just wait and do a different episode?
I don't think I really have time for another episode.
So you wanna rush it in?
But I mean, we could always touch upon it, and just or we can just talk about the thing I got going on against Aaron.
Oh,
If you want to. People don't even really know who Aaron is.
dramedy.
So,
Dude, are we gonna need a fifth mic when he goes?
yes, yes, we will.
Oh, is that motherfucker coming out here?
When I win our weight loss competition that I'm announcing right now, yes, he will be coming back. Now, I want to state this now. Every single part of this competition is to benefit him and be stacked against me, and he did that on purpose. He didn't want to start right away, so he gave it 2 months cushion time so he doesn't have to come out here when it's winter, which I can understand. However, I get to deal with a weight loss competition in the middle of winter, so my fat ass gets to walk all the way to and from the gym in blizzards, and that's fine. I accept that. I will go through this competition knowing that everything is going to be stacked against me, which is fine, because when I win, and I will win, that motherfucker is going to have to put a championship title belt that I myself am going to pay for. Custom, a hooligan weight loss competition belt. He's going to have to put that around my waist, knowing that I had to go through a lot more than he did. So fuck you, Aaron.
All right.
I'm going to fucking win, and you're going to be back, and you're going to have to be on the show, and you're going to have to put that belt around my waist.
I just
Fuck
know
you.
that he's been good at losing weight before, but then again, well, yeah, like I said, he's good at losing weight for some reason when he lives with his parents, because he just eats mom's cooking or something.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was living out here, I know it'd be a lot harder for him because he'd have to cook for himself.
I'm just saying. I am so fucking motivated to put this motherfucker's name in the dirt when this is all said and done. But then also welcome him onto the show as another member.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna fit a fifth mic on there.
Well, James is never here, so we'll figure out a way. But
He'll be fourth chair roulette.
James will be our producer after that if he comes in.
I am director, producer, editor. I do everything. It's okay.
No, he'll be on the camera. You know.
Oh yeah, we do.
He'll be our Jamie.
Yeah, he'll be on the camera.
But no, it's gonna be fun. I look forward to it, and also like I do love Aaron. I don't want to be like I fucking hate that guy or anything, but no, for competition purposes, fuck that guy.
So are you gonna carb up really hard now and just get like kind of like loose weight and drink a shit ton of water, and then as soon as the month hits for you to start losing weight, you just stop drinking water and you just
Oh, I'm gonna go to a sauna the day before the day of or the day before the weigh-in for the final one. And so is he. He's aware. I'm not gonna be getting all sneaky, but at the same time, yeah, no, I'm treating this like real deal shit. So if I lose, light me up in the comments.
Is this when we're gonna get the cameras that you could actually take a before and after photo?
Oh, I'll if people want photo. I mean, I'm gonna keep my shirt on. I think. I don't really like
Weak.
Maybe no, I don't know. We'll fucking see.
Well,
but
I mean, you gonna have to do it without at least the shirts. That way you could tell where shit sits.
well, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be taking pictures for
Yeah.
sure. It's just I don't know if I necessarily want them on the internet yet.
Oh, come on!
Where shit sits.
I mean, actually,
Yeah.
you know what? We should put that behind a paywall.
Well, I mean,
There we
there's.
could get your feet later.
I mean, yeah, the Hooligans OnlyFans.
Yep.
But maybe at the very end, like, so you can have the before and after at the very end when I feel good about myself enough to fucking post the before pictures. But at the same time, it's like if I somehow slip and I let myself fail and just kind of give up, then maybe I'll punish myself with that's one of the things. If I lose, then yeah, you get the before and the Alex failed picture. But yeah, but that's a big if because I'm gonna win this fucking thing.
That reminds me of a burn I heard from a comedian one time where he was like, "You both look like a before and after photo, except it failed."
This is my before. This is my before I failed.
This is before I failed and after I failed.
But no, I don't expect him to post before pictures or anything. But I mean, if that's something you're interested in, maybe at the very end, I'll do that once I start feeling good about my body, But what?
Sorry, I know I'm disrespectfully looking at memes while you're talking.
Well, read it for the class, unless it's a. Maybe we should read this for the class.
No, it says how it feels to order a cheeseburger with fries at an authentic Mexican restaurant. And it shows like a white guy as an Egyptian with the fucking pharaoh headdress. And I was like, dude, that's so real though.
Uh-huh.
Like just getting a fucking like thing of chicken wings out of Mexico or something.
I want you to know I'm gonna destroy you.
What do you weigh right now?
I am sitting at 263.
Okay, he might be. Yeah, I think he's around 260 right now.
No, he's at 250. So I got 10
Oh,
pounds.
he's 10
on
pounds.
him.
He's 10 pounds.
So
Lighter.
hold on, are
Yeah.
we doing pounds lost or are we doing who weighs less?
Pounds lost.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, and there are a couple side bets too, like increase in muscle mass and stuff like that too. But at the same time, it's like it's gonna be really hard for me to go through the weather. I'm gonna do it, but
Remember to
it's
drink
gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to work out in my home a lot as well.
Yep.
My feet.
But
I hear stationary bike's a bomb thing.
yeah, I'm thinking about it. It's just
And actually, you could even convert your bike into a stationary bike pretty easily.
yeah, I'm sure. But this is gonna be a gauntlet. This is gonna be a 6-month competition, starting on July 1st.
All right.
So yeah, and honestly, once the belt is made and I have been adorned with it, then we can talk about using it as a annual weight loss competition with the Hooligans, which would be fun. And of course, it doesn't need to be as serious or as long, but
But we'd only be able to do it like 4 or 5 times. I mean, unless
we could turn it into
we were
something
going to
else.
form unhealthy habits, which we do not condone.
unless it becomes a fitness competition after that.
But
You
then
know what
might
I
as
mean?
well
Like,
just go out for
who
Mr.
can read-
Universe?
Well, who can meet the goals as far as like, all right, this is what I ran, this is what I lifted, this is who had the most improvement. You know
so
what I mean?
compare personal goals.
Yeah, compare personal goals. But it's something fun. Hopefully, keep us healthy
Okay, weirdo.
in a fun way. Yeah.
Weirdo.
I mean, competition's fun. The thought of losing it and being publicly shamed is kind of scary. So hopefully it keeps us going.
Better not lose.
Oh, I'm not gonna lose. There's not a chance in hell.
Otherwise, Trump might just cut you off. It'd be
We don't
a
like the
huge
homegrowns. No, we're gonna go for the homegrowns next.
He did say that too. Fuck.
Uh,
Ew! Trump, why are you so fucking cringe?
he's the racist uncle, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Did you have anything else? Did you find anything on over there, Chuck?
You have any more memes to show
You
us?
got any
before
more
we go?
shit? You got any more? Any more yay shit to tell us about or show us?
Well, I'm sure we could go through that whole album.
God no! How about we don't say
how
we
about
did?
no?
And never talk
Look at
about
this
it.
meme that says motherfuckers be like, I got my whole life ahead of me. No, you don't. And it shows a really bad hairline is coming. And it's just like a picture of a guy sitting in front of his computer every day, like getting older, basically.
Yep.
Oh,
Hilarious.
And his hairline's getting
His
shorter and
hairline is
shorter.
just.
Yeah.
running away from his eyebrows.
Well, he finally just went bald. But also, the weirdest part is like that kind of looks like the transformation of a serial killer.
Yeah, I wonder, like, I see. I always want to know, like, what age they start doing that at, because like sometimes, like, I think I watched someone do like 20 years and they didn't change at all. I was like, what?
R-Truth.
It was a white guy who like
I'm
basically
just saying.
got like some facial hair and like whatever, but like the rest of his face was like fucking exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. But great weekend for us.
That is the funniest line in Star Wars ever.
Mm-hmm.
Our Lord.
But
What? It's not Misa Jar Jar Binks.
No. Okay, do you got anything else to say?
Great weekend for wrestling. There was some cool shit that happened. Worlds Collide was really cool. They had basically it was a whole Lucha Libre show. They had some WWE people with some AAA people.
Yeah, the King
really,
of Luchadors
really cool.
there.
Really, really cool stuff, man. Like I saw things I've never seen before, which is really exciting. And I honestly might start learning some Spanish so I can start watching some Lucha Libre. That's the short of it. We're going to touch upon it, I'm sure, in the next episode. But
Oh yeah, no. Next episode, we're definitely gonna get to the topic you wanted to talk about today.
And the-
'cause-
And the King of Luchadors was there. But we'll talk about that in the next episode of Hanging with the Hooligans.
do you have anything to plug?
Mm,
Anything new? Same old,
No.
same old.
No, not yet. I've been playing games too much.
Yep.
I mean,
I feel
Doom.
that.
I mean, yeah.
We
my
could
Xbox
talk a little
is
bit
coming
about
along.
games. This is we got another 10 minutes possibly.
Maybe. Well, okay, fine. Because I've been sitting on it. I've been playing this new game, Rogue Trader. It's on the computer.
And that's our time.
Yep.
Rogue Trader, a game I was talking about months ago.
Oh, were you?
Yes, I was talking about my playthrough of Rogue Trader when we were recording in September and October.
No shit. Oh.
Because I was playing Space Marine and then Rogue Trader.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew you had Space Marine, but I didn't know Rogue Trader you had.
Yeah, I was talking about that because I was like finally in a game where I could do a Chaos playthrough.
Hell yeah.
It's a fun fucking game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the best CRPG I've played, but really, really good.
A lot
Hell
of
yeah.
fucking reading.
Yes.
I finally sat down and played Oblivion.
Ooh.
And it was really it was cool. It was cool. I mean, I got past the main story, which was really not that fucking long. I think most of the time was just me getting skills up. And that was cool. I got to make my dude look real cool and basically be a god of like basically be the invisible man.
Nice.
So that it was cool. I need to get past and play more of the side stuff and the DLC stuff, but it was cool. I know what was talking about a little bit more, or Chuck was talking about a little more. I was so good.
Now you got editing to do.
Dude, I got to the end of the fucking episode for messing up, but damn it.
What if you edited something over every time they said Heil Hitler today?
I'll just type it. I'll just put in like Chuck every time you say
No,
Heil
it
Hitler.
would be like, hi. Just edit that over every time it comes up.
I'll just reverse the part of the track.
Yeah.
It'll just gibberish.
Are you gonna keep the N word in there, or are you reversing?
Oh, we
that
always
too?
keep the N-word in.
Sagging.
Oh. Oh.
Oh wait, no, it is just a singular, so it'd be Agon.
Anyways,
Thank you all for listening.
any Quinn updates?
No, I don't know.
No, nothing from our girl.
She hasn't been popping up on the IG as much. Let me,
Aw,
real quick.
She's probably on holiday.
maybe. She needs to take a second and think of some new content.
Yep.
Something.
I think
Probably
It's more
probably-
eye rolling.
I think,
Find big or vibrator earrings.
yeah. I think her friends have just been posting more than her.
Huh.
Like, Jamie posted something. Shout out Jamie.
Wait, is Jamie friends with Quinn?
No, I'm just
Oh.
on IG.
Oh,
Here we go, Quinn. We'll see what she got.
See what she doing.
Okay, there is a new reel. Cause she's got eyeballs on it.
You must turn your fucking volume up right now. Come on, do it. What, are you a coward or something? Come on. This video, you're seeing this for a reason. Turn it up. Come on. It's not like our relationship is built off of mistrust or anything. Come on. Turn it up. I won't do anything. Look at me. Look at me, you big
that's
yeah. Oh, yeah. I love you. Got you good.
Look, what did she do?
been hanging with the hooligans.
Yeah.
For the third time, we try to exit here. But we got our quota. We got our quota. We got our Quinn. We got our trains. We got everything.
Our wrestling.
Our hour of politics. All right, folks, it's been good. Have a good one.
Have a good one, everybody.